in the situation where they do qualify. Overpass is the first map. EnVyUs will be up on the CT side. Space Soldiers on the CT side. It is ready to begin. We're ready to get the action underway.
There is currently a kit over on EnVyUs, so we'll be able to play retake if it just comes down to it. RPK already tagged low though. Space Soldiers for now with a damage advantage.
Yeah, RPK being caught off guard a little bit there. Space Soldiers still not committing to one site just yet. And it will be a bit of a slower start. Happy trying to spam the spot, do some damage. As you can hear, Space Soldiers running around. They look to be getting ready for this B push. XMS got himself in a good position. What can he get done here? He's getting tagged up. They've got the information. They know where he's going to be. Sonterra's, Kellex, they're coming up strong to start off with. Sonterra's again tapping long range as Paz picks up another kill. Happy goes down. 4 versus 2 already as the bomb does get planted and Scream. He comes out, loses his head. 6 are left alive. Now ducking and diving around. Can't find the kill. Paz coming up with a fantastic triple and Space Soldiers pick up the first round.
Paz with 3, 1 each for the remaining of the trio. Kalex, Xantares and Paz doing all the work in that initial pistol round. Gets them the start they need if they want to be able to defeat this veteran French squad. A round deficit now for EnVyUs, but of course just that pistol round will be coming in with a force by CZ's armor across the board. This is where Space Soldiers have to be careful. Don't want to give up this following round. Want to start stacking that cash that we've seen them be so effective. Once they get that economy in the bag, they can really start running away.
Now this is the first time these two teams have faced each other on Overpass. It's an already explosive start. Where do we go from here as Space Soldiers look to be pushing towards B? You can see the stack though. EnVyUs are ready to rotate in. Happy the one man all alone. CZ in hand looking to do the early damage as Kellex waiting it out. Only manages to find one. Does a bit of damage but can't find the next kills. And Happy, what beautiful play. Pops up, stops the bomb from being planted. Comes in with another kill. Engin, map 10 in hand, making it rain. Picks up 1 kill. He is being backed up. Scream trying to do the damage. It went to a 1v1. The AK is being dropped across the board there. But Space Soldiers, that was a little bit too close for comfort.
Another 3K required out of one of these members to get another round on the board. Just about hold on. Do not get reset by EnVyUs and save at least that AK instead of just an SMG. So OK, just about getting in there. Of course, it came down to a 1v1, but they do manage to get that subsequent round on the board now, forcing EnVyUs to fully eco. Should be 3-0 to Space Soldiers. A good start in this game.
Now, Space Soldiers obviously didn't manage to get the bomb down there. Got a little bit close. Lost some weaponry early on. We're only going to see USPs and 1 Deeg, I believe that is, up on Scream. While we look for the Space Soldiers sign, they're bringing out the MAC-10s to try and rack up the money early on here and turn this around a little bit because that round was just way too close. And that's why EnVyUs is saying, look, we're not here to mess around.
We've seen it so often from Space Soldiers as well. They always seem to falter on that round after the pistol. Perhaps that aggressive playstyle not working out as much when you're going up against lower weaponry. And need to be careful. They can't make those mistakes when they're going up against a team like EnVyUs. Need to get every round that's given to them, especially when you have the advantage going in.
Engin making his way around slow and steady. Doesn't want to walk into a barrage of bullets from the CT. EnVyUs currently stacked up on the B side, but noise is being made towards A, which will start to force that rotation over. EnVyUs will know it's time to play. They've taken a gamble. It's the right decision to make. But Space Soldiers will get the bomb down. And now EnVyUs will just come running around together, seeing what they can do, seeing what they can pick up here. Ultimately looking to see if they can grab themselves an AK. But they've got to be careful of the MAC-10s, because that is where the money will be made as Kellex picks up the first kill onto Happy. Engin going hunting, and he doesn't want to come down these stairs because there is a lot of CTs ready and waiting for him as he picks up the first kill, sees the second player, sprays it out. Oh, and it's a beautiful spray down. 3 kills, 3 headshots. The Major comes in with the final one. That's a much better round for Space Soldiers.
Yeah, much better from this Turkish lineup, dealing with that eco round properly. You see Engin here playing very well, transferring that spray onto the second member over an underpass. Gets 3 kills in the round. And no one lost a rifle, which is important, building up that money, as we said, going into this buy round now, coming out from EnVyUs. 2 FAMASs, 3 M4s, and just 1 kit over towards Sixter. But the utility is okay. They have smokes, they have some mollies. They'll be able to stop an immediate push.
And this is the start Space Soldiers wanted, but this is the round it comes down to. If they pick up this 4th, it gives them the confidence, it gives them the money. They know that they put the hurt on EnVyUs, and actually 2 players stacked up together. If Space Soldiers push round now, Major comes in with a first kill, and that's 2 with a MAC-10. EnVyUs shut down instantly early on here. 5 versus 3. And EnVyUs now on the back foot. RPK and 6 are going to have to put the work in. RPK just walks straight into Calyx there. What is he even doing?
Starting to show some nerves, EnVyUs, once they lose those early members over towards underpass. Major getting those frags. RPK perhaps feeling the need to try and make a play. Unfortunately, not able to find anyone from Space Soldiers. And now a 5 versus 2. Looking like another round on the board.
Scream's going to have to come up huge here as he comes with the first kill. They now know where he is, but Zonterra's ready and waiting for him. Domes his head. 6 are all alone now. Surely just got to hold back and save because he's got the M4, he's got the armor, and he's got the defuse kit to play with here. And there's not a lot he can do in a 1 versus 4. Space Soldiers continue their dominance here on overpass. Is this a sign of things to come? EnVyUs going to have to turn it around.
That should prompt the save from the Frenchman. As you see, 6 here just posted up, hoping that he can at least take this rifle. But Engin having none of it, removes that from his hands as well. Another round on the board for Space Soldiers, 4-0, and another half by gonna have to come out with a French squad.
EnVyUs not getting the start they wanted here on overpass at all. They will come in with a pause, and rightly so, because you don't want to let this slip away early on.
It's a technical pause, actually. Space Soldiers apparently having some sound issues.
Well, if you're doing 4-0 with sound issues, there you go. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's a sound issue. I can't hear any EnVyUs kills. I think my headset's broke.
He's not seeing the kills come up on the scoreboard. He's thinking, is something wrong here?
I can't hear any bullets. I don't know.
Am I playing bots?
EnVyUs, though, of course, this experienced team, we know they will have no issue coming back from a deficit, but want to start mounting that comeback soon. Don't want to give too many rounds away to Space Soldiers. And as we can see on their T side, something we're not so used to seeing, we have questioned their terrorist gameplay in the past, but now looking as strong as ever. 4 rounds already into this map.
Well, Major said this right to us during the interview yesterday when we finished off that final game, that it was only a few months ago that they were having this amazing T sides, and then it all started to change, especially when they got here and CT was the way forward. They've obviously had the discussion, they've worked out what's going on here, and they've come into now their T side, all guns blazing here on overpass. But it is still early days, and you can never count EnVyUs out.
Another half bite will be coming out of EnVyUs once we get back into game. Gonna try and rely on these members such as Scream, such as Happy, to at least do some work with the pistols, get some rifles out of the hands of Space Soldiers. Don't want to let this run too far away. I want to stop these investments into the bank coming in from Space Soldiers. But like we said, no confidence so far out of the EnVyUs squad, not able to land any of those early frags. And the opposite over on the Turkish side, all of them getting those wide peaks, getting those confidence frags, filling them with hope that they can defeat this French lineup.
Well, it was the way on the first buy round that Majir, who still had that MAC-10 in hand, just runs up, domes 2 of them who have rifles, and makes it look easy. That was instantly EnVyUs on the back foot. That was destructive. And then you're in a 5 versus 3 where actually Space Soldiers, they just took all the time they wanted to play around here and make it work.
A maximum loss bonus will come into effect, though, at the end of this round. So at least EnVyUs will be able to start getting that in the bank. But it's not enough, of course. You need to get those rounds too. And like we said, if they lose this map, the 3rd map's going to be Cash. Space Soldier's strongest map.
In the history of playing Cash, yeah, they've beaten EnVyUs before 16-12 and then another 16-10, both online affairs. But they are scores that they have to be put into the heads of EnVyUs thinking, we didn't manage to beat them last time. And actually, one of them was only at the beginning of last month.
Yeah, we know how strong that map is for the Turkish lineup. Perhaps now they're getting this early start into the game, even looking forward to that, will give them even more confidence playing the rest of these games. Not the start of this best of 3 that EnVyUs were looking for. Still a way back in, but it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah, we will get the sound issues fixed. Obviously, it's very important for a game like Counter-Strike. You need to have all the information you can from the sound point of view. Space Soldiers are 4-0 in a situation that is the dream scenario for them. We said if they were to come in and take this, they had to come out not just all guns blazing, but actually putting the hurt on EnVyUs. And on their T side, this is where we normally worry for Space Soldiers. We start to panic a little bit thinking, oh god, they're on T side, and they do play off these crazy plays, and we haven't really seen it from them so far. This is exactly what they were looking for, and it's actually Engin. He's been the point man so far, up on 7-4-0. What a good start for this man.
And over on the side of Space Soldiers, Kalex initially joined this team as a 6th man, wasn't even in the main roster, and now you can see the performance he is giving. Once given a spot in that main lineup, has been the star player pretty much throughout this minor. As we saw yesterday, putting up huge frags, top of the board by far for his squad. We're going to have to continue that form now if he wants to beat EnVyUs.
And that's the thing, right? Coming from a 6th man spot, now into the main lineup of the best team in your nation, you have to make that opportunity work, right? You can't afford to let that go. It has to be a spot where you say, oh, okay, actually, I deserve it. I'm going to make this work, and I'm not going to ruin my chances here because we can really make the dream happen. And this is what it is. We see some of these international lineups coming into play where you've got a mix of European players from different countries. While you look at Space Soldiers, they're still here saying, look, we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen for our home country here. And we're going to rock that nation flag and hold it up high.
And that pride and that work ethic is vital as well if you want to make it this far in CS. Of course, there's a lot of homework to be done, as we have already said, watching demos, taking notes, taking note of where players play on certain maps, knowing their tendencies. A lot of work does go in behind the scenes to get up to this high echelon of CS. And Space Soldiers now looking to break into that finally after we've been waiting so long, talking about this team for a long time now, knowing how skilled the roster is individually. And now looking to perform as a whole and get to that major qualifier.
Well, they are working on it, as you saw there on your screens, to get the sound fixed. It is Kalex who's struggling with it. And he obviously has sound at the beginning, but it started to falter a little bit towards the end. Technical issues are a thing of Counter-Strike and LAN play. It always comes into it. But these players, I don't think either of them are going to let it affect them too much. If anything, this gives EnVyUs just a good opportunity to think, okay, let's slow it down a bit now. We've erred for the first 4 rounds. Now let's cool down. Let's keep ourselves ready and prepared for this because we know we can do better than what you're seeing. But we are back into the game. It's time to begin. We're going into the 5th round between Space Soldiers and EnVyUs here at the Europe Minor Championship.
We are heading back in the game. Like you said, that pause at least going to let EnVyUs just calm down, forget about those last 4 rounds. But Space Soldiers still going to be feeling that confidence going into this 5th round.
Now EnVyUs not buying too much into this, mainly looking at a couple of USBs, some upgraded pistols, but no armor to play with. See if they can do any damage here against Space Soldiers, but they're going to be focusing on what they can do going into the next round as we do lose a little bit of game footage here, and there we go. We come back into it. We're prepared and ready.
EnVyUs going to just hope to at least steal away a gun, do something. Looking unlikely unless Happy is able to make something work with that deal. Of course, one in the hands of Scream as well. We've seen crazier things from him in the past. A fully stacked Space Soldier squad, money all across the board, all the utility they could wish for. Going to be a difficult fight for the French lineup.
And Space Soldiers, they're taking no chances here, checking every single corner, using their utility. Don't want to be caught off guard by Happy like they saw last time when he jumped out of water, stopped the bomb from being planted, and almost became the pain in their side. As now EnVyUs know exactly what's going on. And they might just even try and just play for the exits, try and stop Space Soldiers getting that extra money just from grabbing the kills up on the board.
Going to stick together, try and see what they can do, what money they can steal away, put in the swag bag and run away. Here we see Paz and Zantares. They're about to meet this EnVyUs lineup. Are they going to be able to do anything with this stack of pistols? One stack coming in for Sixer. Nothing else found just yet. Kalex, RPK has managed to take down Kalex after some team damage in the back from Zantares. 3 versus 3, but of course the round never in doubt. Happy actually tried to sneak over the P to get a ninja defuse.
It's always worth a try. While Space Soldiers were pushed up aggressively, but the damage was done. 2 AKs taken down. EnVyUs don't manage to save anything, but any damage done to Space Soldiers at this stage is impactful going into this 6th round. And this time we need to look at what EnVyUs are actually able to do here. Sixer up on the AWP. This could be the game changer because Space Soldiers are still rocking all the AKs.
Thankfully, because of EnVyUs choosing not to buy upgraded pistols across the board, as well as Kevlar in that round, will mean they all get full utility, as well as Sixer with that AWP. You see Head Hammer and Kit not having to forgo anything, really. So we're going to have a good buy going up against Space Soldiers. Going to try and remove this 5-round deficit now before it starts slipping away.
And this is the best buy that Space Soldiers have had to deal with from EnVyUs, right? So this is the time that it really is going to count. They need to come out and entry into this, deal the damage and try and really hurt the economy, and also the mental side of EnVyUs here, break them completely. As we see some of the utility being baited out there from the EnVyUs side, Scream's managed to find himself the first kill, but Major already on this A bomb site, got it completely locked down, might be able to cause a bit of confusion here for the CT side. He's ready and waiting. The bomb's now going to come and rotate round, but Space Soldiers securing a site before anyone's close. Six has gone down. Happy looking for an opportunity, looking for a glimmer of hope. If he decides to go now, Paz might be in a difficult situation. Happy completely unaware as his teammates start to fall around him. They're at a one-man disadvantage. Happy trying to make it happen here, finds the first kill, stops it from coming down. Paz able to get one, but that's all he's going to get. It's all up to him now, AWP in hand, and it's started to fall apart. Space Soldiers just far too slow coming into this site and getting that bomb down. And EnVyUs played it beautifully, played it well, kept it all in play as XMS comes in with the final kill there. And really, Space Soldiers just threw away that round.
And members we were pointing to prior to the start of this game, Happy and Scream do manage to get 2 kills apiece, ensuring that the Space Soldiers fall in that round. But thanks to all that money they've been building up, we'll be able to meet this by with one of their own. Full utility across the board, and even if they lose this one, can get another one out. So this is the danger when you give a T-side such strong bank at the start of a game. You're going to have to win multiple rounds if you wish to break them.
And this is the thing, right? Space Soldiers could just come back into this and reset them. EnVyUs are going to have to stand strong. Somehow last time Space Soldiers made their way all the way into the bomb site. With only being detected by Scream, they were playing it very aggressively, and Space Soldiers walked all the way around them. They can't afford to let that happen again, especially if they did manage to get the bomb there a little bit earlier. It could have been a very different situation. As Happy takes the spam spots, he's up high, sprays through, finds the head of Major, and that's an instant 5 versus 4 as Happy. He's not actually physically seen anyone yet.
Major caught off guard by that spray. You see just jump peeking, did see a head, and then sprayed it through. Nice play by Happy to get them to open it into this round. See a sneaky little boost coming over the other side as well, but Happy sprays over, does scare them away, and he steps down off his teammate's head.
Yeah, Space Soldiers can't afford to lose another member just yet. They need to mount some sort of attack to try and replies on Terrace. Oh, he's going to find Scream in the back, finds himself the first kill, moves round nearly for the second, but Sixer able to hold strong and reply. He does miss one shot, he keeps going for the peak, rips off the head of Paz, continues to dominate him, and he will hold strong so far. Incendiary Grenade goes out towards A-Long, goes in for the next kill, stands alive, but he's only got 3 health. He's got to be careful, they know exactly where he is. He's peeking out, the pressure's on. He's panicking a little bit, and he will get taken down. Kelix comes in finally to do it, puts it into a 2 versus 3, but EnVyUs, they're on this site. 20 seconds to go. Space Soldiers have to get the bomb down as Engin starts to work his way around, finds himself the first kill, but XMS able to reply. Now a 1 versus 1. Can Kelix close it out? But Happy's on top of it. 32 health remains, and EnVyUs live to fight another day. But the problem here is the rebuy is going to hurt EnVyUs so much more.
Strong plays from both sides there. You saw Sixer with some good defensive AWPing, stopping Space Soldiers getting directly on the site. But then on the flip side, we saw those Space Soldiers members coming in thick and fast, brings it down to an almost losable round for EnVyUs, but Happy remains strong and gets that round on the board.
If Sixer hadn't have got that second kill with the AWP, we'd be looking at an entirely different situation there. He managed to hold them back, keep them at bay just for enough time so the rotate would come round. Now Space Soldiers got the buy up in their hands. EnVyUs, they've got a buy, but they've spent a lot going into this. XMS having to opt for an SMG. That's the best he could hope for. Sixer still with the AWP, obviously saved from Happy. Triple M4s. Sorry, double M4s and 1 Famous up on Scream even.
Another full buy as well coming out from Space Soldiers. As we said, that money paying dividends now, and there's still quite a lot of cash over on the Turkish lineup. So EnVyUs at least do win that must-win round to stop themselves getting reset, but they still need to continue getting these rounds together if they want to catch up in money and rounds.
Six are going very aggressive in the restroom area at the moment, coming out to look to make his first shot. A scream hits the deck. He manages to find one, but he's being hunted down. Sixer, got to be careful now. The pressure's on, looking for the peak. Comes in with a second kill, but Calyx does manage to shut him down. Even situation as they're pushing A-Long. Happy, ready and waiting, finds the first kill. Looking for more though, as he's dancing around. They completely flashes him out. An RPK, Happy, do the damage, do the work, pick up a third round for EnVyUs, and now they're here to play. Even grabbing Sixer's AWP to save it through, and EnVyUs now starting to find their form here.
And that's the round we needed to see from EnVyUs as well. You see those veterans keeping their cool, winning 2 must-win rounds, avoiding that reset. And this time surviving with 3 members means the rebuy isn't going to be as rough. We'll have to spend the majority of their money to get into this round, but now you see Space Soldiers starting to be caught up with now. That money starting to dwindle away slowly and slowly. As well as that money, the loss bonus is also going up and up. So still work to be done from EnVyUs. You see the money over on that Space Soldier side. Gonna opt for a save perhaps after that eco, after that pause, sorry, just discussing what they think they're gonna do. Low money across 2 members, perhaps just gonna drop some deagles from Major, as we see here, just throwing them over to his teammates. Some armor across the board, a little bit of utility, but are gonna opt for the eco on this round.
And rightly so, they don't want to just force up into this and cause themselves even further damage to their economy. See what they can do with the forced up pistol, see if they can get a bomb plant in. They've been focusing on this A site, and so far, Sixer, Scream and Happy have been able to hold strong in the last few rounds, which has meant that EnVyUs could actually build up a few rounds to work with here. Sixer playing aggressive at A-Long, looking for the spot. And again, Space Soldiers now pistols in hand. We'll see what they can do here as Scream towards the restroom does manage to spot a couple of them out.
Creeping towards bathroom, Space Soldiers with these upgraded pistols in hand, going to see if they can get a bomb plant, do something, remove some rifles. EnVyUs money still not ideal, so even just removing those rifles would be key going into the further buy round.
This is the thing as the CT side. It's trying to play and manage that economy as Scream comes out with the first kill. Calyx does manage to reply. Sixer completely blinded. He gets down and out. Happy spraying him down, and this is the man who has to come up huge in with another kill. Calyx does reply, but he's very low health. 2 versus 1. He's got 4 HP to play with, but look where he's managed to put himself. He's in a very good spot now. They aren't aware of it just yet. XMS is on the hunt, but will he come all the way round? Calyx could do some serious damage here. Manages to pick up the first kill, looking for the next, comes in with a reload. XMS surely going to try and push him round from behind. He's not ready and waiting for it. This should be an easy frag for XMS to pick up as Calyx starts to move around, looking for the opportunity, looking for the kill. He does have the M4, he does have the drop on it. He's looking towards bank. If XMS pushes out now, he could find himself in a very difficult situation. The time is ticking down. The plant will be faked out. But XMS stands strong. He's not going for it just yet. Only 10 seconds to go. And Calyx is not going to go for the fake this time around. Nice and easy for XMS. Beautifully done. Smart play. And EnVyUs secure another round, making it 5-4. This is still incredibly close.
Calyx does his best to get another round for Space Soldiers, but unfortunately it was not enough. Happy with 3 key rounds, saving that round for EnVyUs. As we saw, it looked like it was about to fall away from them. Some key entries. That flashbang blinding Sitzer with the AWP was key, getting them onto that site. But fortunately, Happy does do enough into that round, and XMS saves it with that 1v1. Now just 1 round away from Space Soldiers.
Yeah, Happy has been a monster so far this game. Every time Space Soldiers feel like they've got an in, he's there to knock them back, send them home, packing. And that's exactly what EnVyUs are going to try and do. The Scream, waiting down, push down connector. Looking for an opportunity this time around. Space Soldier's got the AKs to deal with. Scream takes a bit of damage. It wasn't a bullet, it was the nades coming down. But he knows he's got to check all the areas. I love this from Calyx and Engin. They're not pushing far forward just yet. They're keeping him at bay. But Sixer, he could be the point man here to do the early damage for EnVyUs and hold strong and keep this rush from coming in towards the A-bomb site once again, with Scream being down in connector.
A bomb currently over in the hands of Major, over towards A-Long. Joined by Paz and now Zantares. The other 2 members just lurking a little further behind, now approaching through playground. It is going to be this A position that's going to come out with Space Soldiers. We see some smokes dropped. Gonna try and delay this push at EnVyUs. Still a little bit of utility, but just flashbangs, no smokes and mollies to stop a push. So Space Soldier's now setting up for this A execute, gonna see if they can get this bomb down. But it looks like it's a fake. They've actually thrown their utility and then rushed over towards B, trying to cause the over-rotate. And you see it has worked. 3 members currently over towards A, as well as Scream above drop.
Well, they've started to realise that EnVyUs play this really fast. They go rotating, keeping a triple stack towards A most of the time. XMS, long range with the SMG, finds the head of Calyx, puts it into a 3 versus 3, but Scream in the beautiful position to do all the damage there. Sixer finds Engin. Major's not going to be happy with that, wasn't able to back his teammates up. And Space Soldiers, they've really got to work on this communication now. You started off so strong, but it seems to be slipping here because you're just getting into situations where you should have a winnable opportunity, and you're allowing things like that where Scream, look, he just sneaks around, stops the bomb being planted. Major's nowhere close, and now you're in a very awkward situation.
Scream creeping around that above underpass position was key in that round, as you said. Gets the flank over towards the back after that fake over towards A, looking like it was going to work out for Space Soldiers. But Scream, being that knife in the back, does manage to even up these rounds now. 5-5 after previously being 5-0 down.
Scream again, pushing down connector, looking to find the first kill. It's a nice and easy one for him. They will now know where he is, but he's done the damage already. He's got the advantage for his team. He's looking to poke up the stairs as he comes further up. The smoke goes down. He knows exactly what's happening. He's looking for the players. He's using the smoke to his advantage at the moment. He's trying to find some more information, trying to hear what's going on as Sixer takes down Paz. Major ready and waiting for him, but Sixer again on this A site, standing strong. He may take some damage, but he's picking up the kills, and that's what's important here.
Multiple 2Ks we have seen with this AWP in hand. Sixer making sure he plays his role perfectly, knowing that if he gets 1 or 2 kills, stops that an immediate push. It gives so much advantage over towards EnVyUs, even if he is to fall afterwards. And again, we see a 4 versus 2 situation now for EnVyUs.
EnVyUs do have the advantage. Calyx, he can hear what's going on. He's looking for one. That nade's going to come in, and that's going to destroy Sixer. Surely the kill comes in, but now he's in a 1 versus 3. Once again, Calyx, all hopes remain on him. He's tapping away 1, but he has been dropped down to 38 health. Drops the smoke, looks to get the bomb down. Is he going to fake it out this time around, though? They need the money, Space Soldiers, desperately here. They need the round. They've lost 5 in a row. They don't want to allow it to be 6. But Calyx, he's got himself in a very nice spot. Put himself in a position that he can get the early drop on. The molly comes out, he will move around, does get damage down to 20 health. Happy's low, and this is what's going to be the shining start for him. He does the first bit of damage, comes in with a second kill. The clutch for Calyx as well as the 4K. This man is an absolute machine.
That was an outrageous round, and thanks to all those close matches before this round, EnVyUs are going to be reset off of that 1 victory from Space Soldiers. An unbelievably strong play from Calyx. Puts his team in a great situation into the further half.
They used to say all it takes is love, but all it takes is Calyx this time around. He's managed to do all the damage they need. 5 in a row for EnVyUs. Now shut down and they're back on pistols. 6 are only with an M4. And the rest of them going for the upgraded pistols. But this is not what EnVyUs would have wanted, going up against a full arsenal of everything the Space Soldiers has to offer. Scream goes aggressive. Major's ready and waiting for him. Engin looking towards connector. Sees the foot through the smoke. Starts spraying away. Does a bit of damage, but can't find the kill. Nade goes out, and that'll be a good start for the Space Soldiers side as they start to look towards B.
That trio we have discussed so much, Antares, Calyx and Paz all together pushing towards B. Currently, but is going to have to dispatch with all of these members if he wishes to see any daylight in this round.
And the crazy thing is, Zontair has again been very quiet here. Bottom of the scoreboard for his team, but that's not a problem because you're up on 6 rounds. The rest of the players are stepping up. This is what we like to see, a more well-rounded Space Soldiers. And if he does start popping off, if he does start doing well, EnVyUs are in for some serious trouble.
Yeah, we see Paz near the bottom of that scoreboard as well, but Engin is the one to step up. Once again, we've seen him filling that role when needed. If Shantaris as well as Paz are underperforming, there is always someone who can step up in front of them. Calyx, though, looking strong as he has during this entire tournament. Currently 16 for 8. Unbelievable individual performance.
And again, EnVyUs opting for this double save. They couldn't get it to work where they had the M4 up on 6, the rest of them with the upgraded pistols. Happy went fast down to connector, but the smoke will push him back. He doesn't want to challenge it. He doesn't want to give anything away.
Another eco in the hands of EnVyUs. Not even any Kevlar across the board, just P250s. And that Deagle over towards Scream. With no armor, no utility, going to be difficult to get anything going now, even with that hand cannon on board.
He saw Sixer do the jump. He had a look. He saw that there were a couple of players towards water. Will be able to call that through. But what can they do against everything the Space Soldiers have ready and waiting for him? Space Soldiers looking to claim their 8th round here. T-side overpass. A great start for this team in the first map of the playoff situation. And what an explosive start we've had here, Sam.
Yeah, great start on the T side from Space Soldiers. Something we did not see yesterday. Could be key heading into their CT side. Need to make sure they continue to play this strongly, though, as we see Calyx already getting another frag to his name.
Calyx again doing the damage, looking for some more as well as the pistols start spraying towards him. He's tapping them out. XMS may find one, but Calyx is hot on his heels. Damage being done. Happy running around the side, but the rest of Space Soldiers already on this A site, getting the bomb down. And surely Happy and XMS will just try and hold on to what they've got here, because EnVyUs need all the help they can get.
Would like to save only 2,400 coming from that loss bonus in the next round. Scream currently at 1,800, not going to be an ideal buy across the board, so taking some rifles would be huge. Happy does well to land that kill against Zantares, giving him an increased chance of taking this rifle in the next round.
And you can tell Happy's feeling it. He's come up with some big kills. He's helping pull up these rounds for EnVyUs. And he knows that he needs to bring out that crazy 40 bomb performance that we saw on the first opening game here of the entire Europe Minor Championship to help EnVyUs pull this through and make it happen. Space Soldiers up 8-5 now. EnVyUs will come in with the buy. The question is, Sixer, does he go for the AWP or not? Oof, that money.
Unfortunately, just shy of that AWP will mean he'll have to get that M4 along with some utility. XMS actually just keeping that gun in the hand, not opting to throw it over to anyone else, which will mean Scream will get no head armor, but does get a smoke and a flash, and one kit over towards XMS.
Now, Sam, do you reckon with Happy having the money for the AWP, would have been a better decision for him to drop it over to Sixer, because he's been so impactful at stopping this A rush coming, or do you think this was the wise decision opting for just the rifles across the board?
Sixer has been key, but perhaps knowing that the loss bonus isn't quite as high as it has been in the past, maybe just opting for a more safer buy, going to keep those rifles across the board.
Woo!
Happy opening it up already.
Well, Happy devastates Space Soldiers as they try to boost and get some information, but it won't work out this time around. Calyx doing further damage. That nade's going to come out as well. XMS down on 24 health now, but he's still alive, and that's what they have to worry about. Engin got him pushed up in a very good spot here. Scream can't see anything through this smoke just yet. He's got to be careful. They drop another smoke down just as the other one begins to fall. They see where he is. He starts to eat some damage. He's being spammed up here. Tries to flash himself out. But two players very low as the nade comes in. Zantares picks it up. Calyx instantly replying onto RPK as he does pick up one. We're in a very even situation here across the map, as Space Soldiers seem to have the control.
XMS currently hiding over towards Monster on this little boost spot. Going to see if he can get anything done. But unfortunate timing with those grenades means Calyx is going to be able to YP, get that kill. Now just Happy left alone on the B site. Going to have to go huge if he wants to stop this push, and so far not connecting with anything.
Six though manages to find Paz. Happy on the car. This is beautiful. The spray down comes in, picks up the first kill, repositions himself just slightly, and picks up the second as well. 8-6 as we go into the last round of this half, and EnVyUs, they desperately needed that. And here we go. XMS gets the AWP up, passes it over to Sixer. This will give him a chance going into this next round, and this is exactly what they needed to try and fight back here against Space Soldiers.
We see another 3K coming out of Happy to get around on the board for his squad. Currently 6 over towards that EnVyUs squad, 8 in the hands of Space Soldiers. And EnVyUs are going to want to have to finish this half strong. Want to get 7 on the board, and then fight back on their T side on this first map of a best of 3.
Now, imagine if Space Soldier on that last round didn't do that boost and lose a member early on. Could have been an entirely different situation for him. These little things that both teams are trying here, changing the way this game is being played out. Scream, he's not had a lot of luck towards Bathroom so far, and instantly again, playing it aggressively, gets pulled out. Paz finds the kill, but luckily Sixer's there to back him up and turn it around and get the reply frag.
Once again, Sixer is key over towards this A site. We've seen him get multiple 2Ks, 3Ks, holding them off on the site. And this time managing to even out that advantage gained by Space Soldiers early with that kill onto Scream.
Now we know Space Soldiers, their CT side has been the glory days for them. Zontares again not able to get too much done into this round. Sixer's found the kill. This is a good T side from Space Soldiers, but they'll be looking to secure this round as XMS finds himself in a very nice spot to get the first kill. Kellex is able to reply, but it's 2 versus 3. And is he going to be ready for this RPK? Ready and waiting, but Kellex, he's just on top of this. Man is absolutely beasting everything EnVyUs are trying to do here. Sixer jumps up high, tries to see if he can find anyone, but the smoke is just too good as he gets tagged down. Happy coming all the way around the side, could do some serious damage here. Finds the first one, Engin goes down, but instantly traded out. Kellex with the triple, looking to make it 4. He's in a 1v1. Can he clutch this out again for his team? And he doesn't see Sixer there, doesn't look towards water. Sixer stealthily sneaking his way in, will pick up the kill, will pick up the round, and that'll be 8-7. EnVyUs somehow make it work.
Another French 3K required to get around, but they do manage to get the final round of the half, finishing at 8-7 in the favor of Space Soldiers. So an okay display from EnVyUs, of course. Space Soldiers doing well on that T side to get 8 rounds. But of course, no one getting too far away from each other. Still relatively close. A lot to play for now in this second half.
Happy, Sixer leading the charge this time around for EnVyUs. It started off so strong for Space Soldiers on their T side, but they need to just stay confident. They need to hold on to what they managed to achieve. This is the pistol round that it's all going to come down to. Are we going to see it go 9-7, or will it be an 8-8? Can EnVyUs bounce back? Can they continue what they started to achieve here as Zontares? Going aggressive already, tapping away, but he's got to be careful because they're coming rushing thick and fast. The EnVyUs boys are trying to hunt him down. And he still manages to find RPK. Happy does take down Engin. It's a 1-for-1 trade. As Happy managing to put the damage onto Kellex as well. Happy's just coming out into his own this game.
With an upgraded pistol in his hand, that P250 along with some utility. Already finding 2 kills into this pistol round now will be key if they get this on the board, of course. Finally then getting the lead if they win those subsequent rounds. And it's something we saw Space Soldiers almost struggle with after winning that pistol round. Almost fell to that immediate force buy. EnVyUs, unlikely to do the same, of course, has a wealth of experience, will know how to play those anti-ecos. And now a 3 versus 4 for Space Soldiers on their CT half.
Paz being very cautious here. There's still terrorists stacked towards Connector as Happy tries to sneak his way into the B site, and that's beautiful from Happy. Major goes down, Happy with a second kill as well. He's dominating it, looking for the ace as he hits the 4. Paz, can he reply? Tapping away, USP in hand. There's only so much this man can do. He doesn't have a kit to work with either. He does put the damage onto Happy, who's all low on 30 health, but they're pushing him all at separate times. The ace comes in from Happy, and that's the pistol round that you would want to see. Happy, he's single-handedly dragging EnVyUs, kicking and screaming into this winnable position.
Important pistol round for EnVyUs on this T side. Like Space Soldiers, they want to get that quick start, want to get that money in the bank. And we see so far 4 Mach 10s in the hands of EnVyUs. Want to try and build that money very early on and make it 5 Mach 10s. They're going to be rushing all together now. You should see them all push coordinatedly. Don't want to get caught in these long angles, especially just with these Mach 10s. See Happy already playing aggressive towards that short position. His teammates will be joining him.
It's return of the Mac for EnVyUs. But are they going to come up top against the powerful pistols that Space Soldiers will be wielding? Kellex looking out to see if he can catch any of them off guard. EnVyUs aren't overextending just yet. They're trying to feel out where Space Soldiers are playing.
Don't want to run into this stack. Those CZs up close will do pretty much the same as that Mach 10. Don't want to get in the same distance. I want to stick together, especially. You see XMS now all starting to gather around over towards this B side. But that is where the majority of these Space Soldiers members are. Paz playing aggressive as well towards short. And he gets 2 kills. Kellex is one of his own. This round's falling apart.
Yeah, 4 versus 2. Happy manages to spray down 1, but how much more can he do here? He's tapping away. He's being tagged down from all sides as Zontaris picks up 2. Deagle in hand, and Space Soldiers turn it around, pick it up, and shut down EnVyUs.
Just as I say, EnVyUs unlikely to fall to the same mistake Space Soldiers make. Space Soldiers proving that they did not do it in that first pistol half, and we see the opposite from Envy, falling apart with those Mach-10s in hand, giving a round lead once again over the Space Soldiers, 9-8. And that should have been 3 rounds on in the bag for EnVyUs. After you secure that pistol round, you need to get those pretty much free rounds. Now they're going to be met with another force by EnVyUs. 1 AK in hand, 1 Galil, and then just those upgraded pistols.
The double nades come out. Scream dropped down to 64 health already. XMS, he's pushing up. He's trying to see if he can catch anyone off guard. It's Zontaris he's going to be looking for. He's currently sat towards the restroom. And now he's heard the shots being fired as well. Zontaris isn't going to expect this. He will pay the price for it. XMS getting up close and personal, but he needs to make sure. Engin has to try and make sure that M4 doesn't come into play, because this buy from EnVyUs could be something that devastates Space Soldiers and turns this around. Paz with a Mach-10 looking to start the work, but ARPK is ready and waiting for it. This isn't looking good for Space Soldiers. They all start to fall apart here. Damage being done, but what can Engin really do now? All alone, 1 versus 4. He will go down. And EnVyUs secure the round. They do trade it out 1 for 1, 1 for 1. Again across the board here with the forces.
EnVyUs atone for their prior sins. Do manage to get that force buy round in the bag once more. Tying it up again somehow. That round ends up like that, I guess. Just back and forth at the start. And now we see them in a position we expected EnVyUs to be in after that pistol round. 4 rifles so far invested. And going to be a full eco coming out of Space Soldiers.
Yeah, XMS was key in that, though. Being able to take down Zontaris, taking him down before he could even get any control in restrooms. He wasn't ready and waiting for it. Rotates out looking backwards and ends up paying with his life. A huge kill that changed the rotation from Space Soldiers and ensured that EnVyUs could pick up that round.
We do see actually some upgraded pistols, some armor coming out of this Space Soldiers lineup now. A few of those members already were on 1400, 1500, so going to have to double eco anyway, so they're going to opt for the buy. And Paz getting that M4, they are going to put everything they have into this round. Going to see if they could do what EnVyUs just did to them. Going to try and turn the tables, try and flip this round again once more.
And this is the thing. At one point, they will have to stop forcing. Happy opens up early onto this B side. 6 is finding 1. EnVyUs just playing far at the back. 6 try not to kill your teammate. That generally does help. He's spotting them out. EnVyUs have got the advantage here. RPK looking for someone to come downstairs as Engin does find the kill. Will grab himself an AK, but Scream's able to reply.
4 versus 2 now. EnVyUs with the upper hand. Kill a piece for Happy, Sixer and Scream respectively. 2 members left alive. We do still have that M4 in play in the hands of Paz, but no kits and just a singular flashbang currently for Zontaris.
Happy. 25 frags at the moment. He's going absolutely beast mode once again as he picks up the 26th. Paz, the only man left alive, M4 in hand, and he will be desperately trying to cling on to this with all of his life, because he cannot afford to lose it going into the next round for his team. Sprays down Happy. Could grab himself the AK-47 if he wants, but now EnVyUs know exactly where he is and where he'll be waiting.
Paz going to do well to hold on to this rifle as you see Scream approaching him. Going to chase him around this corner, and he does fall to Scream's AK. Nothing saved into the next round for Space Soldiers, and that is going to prompt the full eco this time. Now EnVyUs starting to stack up that cash. No longer struggling to get buys. Everyone has a rifle. 6 are not yet opting for any AWP. Just going to take these rounds carefully. Of course, no, he's likely to go up against an eco. Doesn't even really want that AWP in his hands anyway. If you miss that one shot, you're going to go down to those pistols. So instead, just 5 rifles. Should be an easy T-side round for EnVyUs.
Space Soldiers on the back foot once again. EnVyUs' experience is standing strong for him. Happy, just been an absolute monster. the thorn in Space Soldiers' side. This Major can't get anything done there, flashed out of position. EnVyUs taking it slow and steady, picking up all the kills. Only 2 people remain for Space Soldiers, and this should be an easy cleanup now for EnVyUs.
Business as usual for the Frenchman. Dispatch with every one of the space members have approached them so far. Sixer is dropped low HP, but RPK comes in, his saviour, and now just Paz left all alone, a P250 in hand. And of course, with none of these members from EnVyUs falling, more money on the bank, and Happy looking as confident as ever. We see him taking these white peas now, 27 kills thus far into this game.
Yeah, he is looking to do exactly what we saw in that first game on Cobblestone, put up the 40 bomb, make it happen, make it work. But this time around, I don't think EnVyUs will be wanting it to go to overtime. They're looking to shut down Space Soldiers early on here on Overpass. But the tactical timeouts are coming in once again. They've only got 1 left after this, so Space Soldiers have to make it work. They are going to be going for the buy, and this is what they'll be discussing, how they're going to play it, what they're going to do here. EnVyUs not opting for any AWP just yet. Sixer sticking with that AK-47. It has been working for him. And really, Happy, he's just been given so much room to work with. Space Soldiers have to find the answer here to shut him down.
Happy, when you're playing this well, it's going to be difficult to deal with him. Like I already said, 27 kills is a ridiculous scoreline to have this early on in the game. Just 21 rounds gone thus far. No kit over towards the Space Soldiers side, so it's going to be difficult if they want to play retake. Instead, going to have to play defensive, stop them getting onto the site anyway.
Early aggression coming out here as Major finds the kill onto Happy, shuts down the point man, but RPK is able to make it happen, able to pull up the reply. Now it splits up these bomb sites very evenly, 2 CTs in each one. EnVyUs know they've got the control here. Molly goes out, RPK looking to poke up and see what he can find. Looking forward through the flames, looking for an opportunity. Calyx does manage to spot him out. Can't find the kill just yet and will lose his life. Paz able to reply, but it's 1-for-1 trades, and this massively favors the T side.
The T's doing well to get these 1-for-1s. As you saw, Happy falling early on in that round. RPK does get 2 to even up this scoreline. XMX and Sixer, along with Scream, now looking like they're going to push this B side. A good flash allows Paz to get 2 kills. Now Scream left all alone.
Paz spraying him down. The beautiful flash comes in. His teammate helps him get into position. He finds himself a triple now, and it's only Scream that remains. AK in hand, he finds the first kill, but Engin's able to reply. 11-10, and Space Soldiers came to play, but they will struggle to fully rebuy into this.
Does well to win that buy run against EnVyUs, but we see a similar situation as we saw on the other side. EnVyUs with a lot of money in the bank, not going to be scared about rebuying into this one. And Space Soldiers still in danger of being reset if they lose this round.
Space Soldiers are not out of the woods just yet. A lot of work to be done here to take the win on Overpass. Zontair is now pushing down to Connector. He needs to start stepping up here. He's been so quiet this game. He's definitely feeling the pressure, but it's not over yet. He can turn this around. He's in a good spot, but RPK finds the kill. Again, Zontair is taken down, gives his team a disadvantage early on, and EnVyUs now can start to run rampant across the map.
You see the bulk of EnVyUs over towards that A long position. Just RPK left alone over towards underpass, seeing if he can catch any rotators out. Looks like EnVyUs are going to have another round on the board. Currently 2 members over towards B. If they play this quickly, they'll catch Paz off guard.
Damage being done to RPK, but he's still alive as it stands. It's going to take a huge performance from Space Soldiers to turn this around. They don't have too much information on where EnVyUs are just yet, as Engin gets taken out of the equation. Scream ready and waiting. EnVyUs can go wherever they like right now because it's 5 versus 3. They seem to be pushing towards this A site, and actually this could be the hold that may work out for Space Soldiers. Paz is going to have to come up huge. He goes to spray down 1, but it's XMS and Happy to cause the damage. Calyx all alone, in hand in a 1v5. EnVyUs looking to make this 12-10.
Sixer, the only EnVyUs member not to get a frag in this round. Good performances across the board for the Frenchman. Another round in the bag for EnVyUs. Going to take this 12-10. Space Soldiers now looking like they're struggling a little bit on this CT side, only able to pick up 2 rounds thus far. Another bomb plant. No one lost on the EnVyUs squad. This money once again will start building. And Space Soldier is going to be reset after this. If you look at the money, not even 1,000 on any of these members, mostly just around that 200 area. So it's going to be a double eco. They're going to be forced to perhaps force into the next one, and then eco after. So EnVyUs now, the experience starting to show, and the cracks starting to show over on the Space Soldiers lineup.
EnVyUs, they were at a massive deficit. Started off this entire map 5-0 down. They started to bring a comeback into play. Space Soldiers, they never gave up, but the experience of EnVyUs is really starting to showing. They're really starting to give Space Soldiers a taste of their own medicine.
They'll take that saved rifle in the hands of Kalex at least. Gonna have something. And if you want it in anyone's hands, it is going to be Kalex, as we've said, playing so well throughout this minor, and also 24 kills into this game rather. But Happy opens it up once more.
Oh, and Happy comes in with 2 kills there, dragging up the 30 bomb now. This man is putting up star performances time and time again here at the Europe Minor Championship. Will he be the difference maker here?
Happy's frags are outrageous this game, currently equal with the 2nd and 3rd member on his squad. And this is what we were talking about pre-game, James. This is where we're going to get worried. Okay, Space Soldiers are full of these aim stars. We know how well they can play once they get confident. But you're not going to be able to do that against Happy. You're not going to be able to do that against people like Scream, RPK. You're not going to be able to wide peek them and get away with it all the time. And now we're starting to see EnVyUs taking more and more control in this game.
And EnVyUs started off towards the A-bomb site, put the kills up on the board. They rotate round, they take their time, come onto this B site, and Paz fires one deagle shot, instantly loses his life. Engin comes out of door, he gets shut out of it, and Zonterra's deagle in hand, all alone, 35 health on the hunt, but Happy ready and waiting for him. Picks up the triple, and that's 13-10 now as Space Soldiers start to look back at themselves and think, what on earth can we do to deal with everything that EnVyUs is throwing at us?
Something it feels like we've said so many times in this game. Happy with 3 kills in the round. Transfers another digit over towards that round count for EnVyUs. 13-10, slowly starting to take this away now. Space Soldiers looking so strong initially over on that T side, but not able to get it going just yet on their CT side.
This is the first map in a best of 3. EnVyUs looking to close this out very soon. They'll be going to a 14th if they can pick up this round, where Space Soldiers, they haven't really got anything to work with. Just 2 upgraded pistols, everyone else on USPs. Where EnVyUs just taking it slow, steady, not overextending, just picking up the kills and seeing what they can do here as RPK makes his way down further into connector. Major. That's a good start. We'll grab himself an AK. There's no one to make a reply frag out of EnVyUs just yet. They start pushing down long A as XMS finds the first kill onto Engin there. They've got all the weaponry to work with, but this is where Major can be dangerous. He's coming round very fast, tries to spray down one, but can't control it enough. Scream able to find the kill, and the small glimmer of hope the Space Soldiers had has been absolutely destroyed, as they might be trying to boost up here. Happy hasn't seen it just yet. They're narrowly missing each other. He can hear what's going on, but he can't see it through that smoke. Decides to push through, picks up one, looks for the second, spraying away there with that AK in hand. Does eat a lot of damage, but comes up with the kills. And once again, Paz is all alone in this very dire situation.
Another multi-kill over to Happy. Playing so unbelievably well in this game. 33 frags currently. Happy adds another one to the board. Another 3K. Unbelievable coming out of Happy. This experience as well as just individual raw aim. Incredible in this first map of a best of 3.
Maybe if he gets to 50, he might crack a smile.
Some emotion, perhaps.
He is known for that calm, cool, and collected style of play. Wait, there we go.
There
we see something. There we go. Finally.
That's all you get.
That's it. That's acceptable. I'll take that from him.
Unless I get another ace. You're not seeing nothing from me.
He wants all the kills, all the frags. He wants to ensure that EnVyUs make this through. It looked shaky at the start, but they bounced back. They haven't let it affect them. What can Engin do here, though? Sixer been tagged down. He's been legged by Major to 16 health. Engin missing the first shot, will fall back. He has got the backup of Zontaras there towards the left of him. He's going to reposition himself. He knows he needs to open up with a kill here. He knows he needs to stop some of the aggression that EnVyUs just keep giving him time and time again here at A.
Those ops firing will give away the fact that they have purchased the double op set, but those who are EnVyUs will get that information. Going to see how they adjust their play. You see that flash coming out from RPK. Gets himself away. And they are sneaking over towards bathroom now. And it looks like the A play will come in once more from EnVyUs.
Yeah, EnVyUs favouring this A bomb site. Paz looking towards long. RPK just waiting for a CT to make a mistake as Engin takes the first shot. He will be backed up there, but Zontaras goes down again, unable to do anything. Engin picks up a second, finally taken down. The trades come out, but all the kills going once again in favour of EnVyUs. 2 players low, but what can Major and Calyx do in this situation? The nades come out. He tries to take the shot with the AWP. He gets tagged down to 46 health. He needs to make the kills here. Calyx being kept at bay from the flames. Spots out one. Gets the headshot onto RPK. 2 players left to find. The bomb is down. Plenty of time to play for, but neither player has a kit to work with, so they need to go fast. They need to make this happen. Six are taking a very aggressive angle. The flashes go out. And Calyx still not looking towards the long A just yet. 1 kill comes in. Major ready and waiting for it. Sixer works his way round, and that's beautiful from Sixer. Clutch situation for him, and he finds the kill. Major thinks he can jump round and do it, but EnVyUs secure match point with a clutch coming out from Sixer. He's been quiet so far in the Europe minor, but when it matters, when they needed it, when it counts, he showed up.
Another French 3K, this time coming out from Sixer, gets another round on the board. And Space Soldiers, unfortunately, just not able to meet this individual performance coming out from each of these players. Happy, Sixer, even RPK in that round getting 2 kills. All of them getting their spot in the limelight. And now just 1 more round required for EnVyUs to take this first game.
The second map is going to be Inferno, but Space Soldiers, it looks so strong for them. And then Happy just came out all guns blazing, tearing them apart round after round. Their heads started to drop, their confidence started to get low. As Engin is able to take down Scream, but it's a 2 versus 3. And once again, EnVyUs are the ones leading the charge. Sixer narrowly missing a shot there, but RPK still able to capitalize on it.
Now, Zantara is the man we spoke so much about. Needs to get 3 kills in this round if he wants to keep Space Soldier's dreams alive in this first map. Does start it well with that first kill, but still 46 HP and 2 EnVyUs members to face.
And EnVyUs, they're not taking any risks here. They're just waiting for him to play into their hands. Sixer picks up the final kill. It will go 16-10, and EnVyUs claim the first map here on Overpass. What a game we got to see to start this playoff section off here, Sam. EnVyUs started off on the back foot.